What's going on, guys? It's your boy Zero Capital bringing you some team deathmatch on the map firing range using the Silence from Moss. And I usually gravitate more toward the extended bags version of this gun, and I've been using the Galil a lot as well lately. So I don't usually use this in team deathmatch. But anyways, today's commentary is going to be more of a first time driving or learning how to drive experience, because I figure it's very relevant. A lot of you guys are saving up to buy a car, or getting your learner's permit, or getting ready for your license test. It's about that time. So I'm going to share my experiences with you guys of how my shit went down, and hopefully I could tell you guys some more driving stories. So I was learning how to drive from this guy named Mr. Smith, and I was taking these lessons because it lowers your insurance rate when you're young. So I was taking these lessons with this guy, and he would drive up in a rinky-dink green Toyota Honda. It wasn't very fast, didn't have too much horsepower. It's definitely a four-banger, V4. Probably had less than 150 horsepower. I'm almost sure it didn't have that much horsepower. And he would pick me up and we'd go drive around and stuff like that. And he asked me, hey, have you ever driven before? On my first lesson. I was like, no. I played some driving games, and let me tell you, if you play driving games, it's nothing like actually driving a real car if you haven't before. So we would do figure eights in this parking lot around light posts, and he's like, okay, you've gotten the hang of turning, now let's go on the road. And I was all nervous because I don't really care if I get hurt in the car. It's more I have this fear of hitting other people, unless I want to hit them, obviously, but I do have that fear. So I was like, okay, and we go on there, and he kept saying that I wasn't going fast enough. And this type of car, it was just a normal car. It's not those learner cars where it has two steering wheels and two sets of pedals. So he would just mash his foot down on my foot and floor the car, and the car would jump forward but slow down again because it didn't have enough horsepower to go fast. If he slapped some stickers on there Too Fast Too Furious style, maybe it would have gained some horsepower. I don't know. He definitely wasn't teaching me how to double clutch like Dominic from the movie or anything like that. But so he'd make me go really fast in a 30 zone. He'd make me go 45 miles an hour, and every time I took my hands off 211, he would karate chop them. He's like, get your hands lower, he was fucking Mr. Miyagi. He was really into the whole 2 and 11, which I really don't understand, but I kind of understand it a little bit better now, because when you're taking an actual driving test, it's a test of how do you drive for a driving test, not how you drive in real life. They want to see you check your mirrors constantly, which you should do, and put your hands at 2 and 11, and all that stuff, look over your shoulder, which you also should do when you're turning and backing up and stuff like that. But you don't really drive like that. If there's full non-dotted line, you're not supposed to cross over it, but certain roads, the guy who painted it, he did a bad job, so you're gonna have to turn there. So the way you drive in real life is not how you drive for a driving test. I usually drive one-handed and kind of relaxed, but for a driving test I was all alert and 2 and 11 and all that stuff. But so this Mr. Smith guy, he takes me on the highway. He's like, I still don't think you drive fast enough. Takes me on the highway, makes me go all the way to the left lane, and it's a highway where there's no real divider, so the cars coming at you are coming at you, and I was really fucking scared. He's like, okay, it's a 60 mile an hour zone, go 75, and he just made me drive up and down, up and down. Every lesson we went on the highway, up and down, and finally, he deemed me good enough to take the test, so I went to take the test. I had to take the written twice, because the first time I took the written, I was like, oh, I'm not going to study for this shit. I know what a stop sign is. But I failed. So study for that and you'll pass. The second time I took it, I actually studied, so I passed. And I passed the actual driving portion of the test my first shot. I was kind of worried about the whole parallel parking thing, but when I got there, it was a 3-car space. A 3-car in space. How can you fuck that up? I don't know. So I passed my driving test, and I'll tell more car stories later on. Anyways, this gameplay is wrapping up. We end up winning 7,500 to 3,300. I went 39 and 2. Thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for more. Remember to like and favorite if you enjoyed this video. Peace out.